Happy Holi everybody! Hope you guys are having an awesome and colorful weekend. So for Holi, I'm making a dessert today. Now desserts are not my forte and I find them quite intimidating, and I don't have a sweet tooth also. But I really want to make something sweet and colorful for Holi. So I searched the internet and came up with this recipe for a jelly. It's an adaptation of a recipe posted on YouTube on Palin's Kitchen. It's a more Indianized version, and it's a kesar, mango and coconut jelly, a 3-layer jelly. And the flavors are so tropical and reminds me of Hawaii, and they just welcome spring and summer. And you can also spike up this recipe with some alcohol. You can use some white rum or some vodka for your Holi party. So let's go over the ingredients so that we can get started. So we'll be using 4 cups of coconut water. Vita Coco is my favorite brand, but whatever brand you're using, just make sure that the coconut water is sweet and tasty. 1.5 cups of Maaza fruity or mango juice. 1.5 cups of mango puree. Now if you have access to fresh mangoes, make a puree out of them and use that. 1 cup of coconut milk. Few strands of saffron, agar-agar powder, 4 teaspoons. So I'm using Telephone brand. You can easily find it at an Asian grocery store or order it off Amazon. Now this is plant-based and this sets quickly. So, but if you cannot find agar-agar, you can also use gelatin to set the jelly. So let's start making our first layer, that is the mango layer. So in a saucepan, we will add 1.5 cups of mango juice and 1.5 teaspoon of agar-agar powder. Now you want to make sure that the liquids are cold when you are adding agar-agar, because if it's hot, it will clump up. So after adding, we'll just give it a whisk and then bring it to a boil. The mango juice is just about to come to a boil, so I will add the mango puree next. Also 1 tablespoon of sugar. Now my mangoes are not very, the mango puree is not very sweet, so that's why I'm adding sugar. Just give it a taste. If you feel you need to add sugar, and if your mangoes are too sweet, then you can add some lime juice also. You're looking for a sweet and sour taste, just like a khatta meetha aam papad. The mango mixtures come to a boil. We're ready to transfer it to the dish. Now remember to keep whisking in between. That way your jelly will be really smooth. So we'll just pour it like this. And also if we see some bubbles, with the help of a spoon, just try to take out as many bubbles as you can. And now we will put it in the refrigerator. So while our first layer, the mango layer, is cooling in the refrigerator, we will make the second layer. The second layer is of coconut water. So we will add 2 cups of coconut water and 1 teaspoon of agar-agar, again to the cold coconut water, and whisk it and then bring to a boil. So the coconut water has come to a boil. Now if you want to spike your jelly with alcohol, this is the time. Just remove it from the flame and add your alcohol, and you don't want to boil the alcohol and lose any of it. So now what we'll do is, we will just take it off the flame, and your jelly, my jelly took about 10 minutes in the refrigerator, a little longer. So the test is that you just touch it from the sides and it should no longer be liquid and stick to your finger. With the help of a spoon, you want to hold it like this and add it on the edge. So I've added the coconut water. We will pop it in the refrigerator for again 5 to 10 minutes. Just check from the sides that the jelly has set a little bit. So let's start making our final layer. So to a saucepan, we will add 2 cups of coconut water and 1 cup of coconut milk. And also I'm adding 2 tablespoons of sugar. Now you want this layer to be a little sweet. So you got about 2 tablespoons of sugar and 1.5 teaspoon of agar-agar powder. So we will just whisk everything and bring it to a boil and then add it to our dish. So I took the pan off the flame because the mixture had come to a boil. Now I will add the saffron, just a few strands because you don't want to overpower the dish. So very few strands, and just give it a whisk, and we will let it set for about 5 to 10 minutes so that the saffron infuses, and then we will add the final layer to our dish. So our final layer is ready to go in. So with the help of a cup, we will just add it a little more gently because I disturbed the mango layer while adding the coconut water. So we want to be very, very gentle. Now this is ready to go in the refrigerator for about 1 hour. Now you want to cool it down completely and serve it chilled. It should not be warm when you're cutting pieces, and it definitely doesn't taste good when it's warm. So our jelly is all set. So we will cut out the pieces, square pieces like a mithai, but you can always take out the jelly as a whole on a plate. I've tried doing that once and it just broke the layers, so I'm being a little extra careful today. My jelly looks so pretty. This is such a fun recipe and you can do so many variations of it. I was feeling a little festive today, so I added saffron, but you can just use coconut and mango, or pineapple and mango, and try it with other juices and make different layers. The ratio of agar-agar powder, 1 teaspoon of agar-agar powder to 2 cups of liquid works really well. Just keep in mind while making the layers that both the layers should be warm enough, otherwise they will not fuse and they will slide off, and that has happened to me a couple of times. Also, I will have the recipe on my website nehuskitchen.com. All the links to my social media will be in the description box below. Hope you enjoyed spending time with me in the kitchen today. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Once again, wishing you all a very happy Holi. Until next time, happy cooking and bye-bye.